Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new release from Fragrance du Bois, Voyage à Paris. This fragrance was released to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Fragrance du Bois, so happy anniversary. And it is in homage to Paris. They describe it as a graceful Parisian gourmand, French style, very fashionable, put together, but all without trying too hard. So this is a very boozy, woody, floral scent with a gourmand angle. I think that this fragrance is more gourmand in the way of it being boozy, really, than anything else. And for the notes in here, in the top we have rum with orange blossom and tagé, which is a flower that is in the same family as marigold. And in the mid they have jasmine, honey, and divana with a base of oud, vanilla, and an oak infusion. Like I said, this is going to be more gourmand in the sense of it being a little boozy with that honey as well. I really appreciate how the honey is done in this because I don't really love all honey scents. It really has to be done in a way that is not too realistic. Like I'm not a huge fan of honey like to eat. So generally in fragrances, it has to be blended in a way and done in a way that is very, like, it's not necessarily the star of the show. It adds the sweetness that it needs to, but it's not like, it doesn't smell like straight up honey. Like I'm sticking my nose in a honey jar. That's not appealing to me. And this does not do that. It just adds that sweetness mixed in with the booziness. The way that this is done, it's really the perfect release for their 10-year anniversary because to me, this is what Fragrance du Bois, it is a combination of everything that Fragrance du Bois does really well. The woody fragrances, you guys know, they do 10 out of 10 woody scents mixed with their gourmands. They also do amazing, amazing gourmand scents. Wood, spice, and gourmands is really just what Fragrance du Bois excels in my opinion, and in my experience in the house. And this does have an oud note. It's decently minimal. It doesn't really come out too much. It's more of a supporting note to add to that kind of to the woody accord of this scent. And that tagé is really utilized in a lot of French perfumery, kind of adds a classic feel to this, but very slightly. This is also very cool, very modern. It doesn't smell like a classic French perfume, but there's just something about it that is very upscale and very elegant. It gives you the impression as well of something kind of fruity, and there is this kind of warm feeling in the mid as well. It really embraces you when you spray it. I've never been to Paris, not yet, hopefully one day, but I can really feel the inspiration. A voyage, a trip to Paris. It feels very romantic, very warm and cozy. There's something that feels a little nutty about it. Feels very well-rounded as well. And on the skin, you get a lot of that cozy sweetness, but you also feel more of the green touches here, more of that tagé divana, and it's very, very woody. I think that's one of the main accords you get here is that woodiness, but you get a lot of that booze and florals as well. It's interesting how they do it to where it's elegant and cozy at the same time. Like that's the ultimate combination because it makes it very versatile. So it's great to wear just like being at home or going out, running errands, going to an upscale lounge. Like this will work in every different scenario like that. And you're going to smell just very, very put together, very timeless, very effortless, very Parisian chic. I just picture myself out on a little street side Parisian cafe eating a croissant, a nice fluffy croissant, and just embracing the city around me. With an espresso, sipping a little espresso as well. There's something about this. I think it's something that's coming from that nuttiness that makes you think of coffee. At least for me, I smell something that gives me a little tiny bit of a coffee feeling, which I absolutely love. There's definitely something in here, the way that it's done, that could be perceived as coffee, which could possibly be coming from something like a tonka bean. There's nothing listed like that in here, but that's maybe where the nuttiness could come from. You may be asking, well, who is this fragrance for? This fragrance is perfectly unisex. Fragrance du Bois always does amazing unisex scents as well. Very gender neutral. It's really done in a way that is going to be appealing to both genders. Men are going to be really attracted to this because it has that woodiness, the darkness, the booziness, and there's enough sweetness from the honey and that kind of marigold note that it's going to appeal to women too, mixed with the florals in this. It's going to be appealing to both genders. The women are really going to be able to get behind it because of those feminine aspects, but it's not done to where it's so much that a man is going to smell it and think this is a feminine scent. It's really not. It's right there in the middle, and the men are going to appreciate it for the darker side, and the women are going to appreciate it for the more cozy, sweet, sexy, gourmand side. I feel like men are going to feel very sensual, very handsome when they're wearing it. Women are going to feel very edible, if you will. It's probably the best way to describe it. Oh, I really, really I love this type of scent profile. It's probably just some of my favorite scents to wear. Warm, cozy, woody, dimensional gourmands. I don't want to say slightly gourmand because you really feel the booziness, but it's so dimensional. It's so wearable. I love the way that they do it. Just like they did with Minuit et Demi, one of my favorites from the house and just one of my favorite gourmands to wear, period. One of my favorites in my entire collection. It reminds me of that in the way of how well done, how well finished, how well rounded, how wearable this one is. And at the end of this, as it dries, there's something a little bit dusty feeling, maybe from a touch of a musk or something. And on the skin, it is a little bit darker. Just a really stunning fall winter signature scent, really versatile. You could wear this in any scenario and just, you're going to smell very beautiful, perfectly suited for the cooler weather, but it works very good here in the Miami heat as well. Feels very elevated, but you can easily wear it day to day, any occasion. But for me, I picture myself either laying in bed watching Netflix or sitting at a very upscale bougie lounge in Paris. It's really no in between. I absolutely adore it. And I have tested this maybe 5 times. I've had a full wearing of this over the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since I've had it. And I will say that at first I was a little concerned about the performance of it, but every time that I wear it, it gets a little bit stronger. So my bottle has definitely been macerating, and it happens time from time with fragrances, especially if they're being shipped overseas or they're in a plane or any sort of like extreme cold or hot. It can kind of alter the fragrance a little. And when you get it in the mail, it needs to sit for a while to kind of like come back to its original potency. That definitely happened with me with my Le Male Elixir. You guys saw in my review, I wasn't that impressed. I said it didn't perform very well, but as time has gone on, the months have gone on, I've said, no, it's gotten a lot stronger and I like this scent a lot more. That is definitely happening with this scent as well. I've noticed it. And the last time that I wore it, I got about 5 to 6 hours with a semi-intimate scent bubble, but it definitely has a great scent trail. So this scent is not going to be like obnoxiously strong, which I think is also kind of the idea of the perfume as well. It's Parisian chic, like the whole Parisian style and mindset is like, you're not trying too hard. You're not like going out of your way to force yourself to be something. Like you're just here, effortless, just classic beauty. And that's really what this perfume embodies as well. You're going to be able to smell it. It's going to make you feel very sensual, very beautiful, but it's not going to be something it's gonna punch people in the face when they meet you. That would be a little off-putting, I think, for this type of scent anyway. It's so good, it doesn't need to be in your face. You will feel simply divine, very cozy when you're wearing this. The scent itself for me is it's a 10 out of 10. It's really just my favorite genre of perfumes. Beautiful dimensional gourmands, very wearable dimensional gourmands. I think that when it's done the right way, it is the absolute best. You can't get better than a perfectly done dimensional gourmand like Voyage of Paris and Minuit et Demi by Fragrance Du Bois. I'm excited to see how this is going to macerate and just improve overall over the next month or so. So I'll keep you guys updated, but overall, I adore this scent. It is just perfect, an absolute beautiful fall winter signature. You cannot go wrong. And once again, happy anniversary to Fragrance Du Bois, 10 years of making beautiful perfumes. And I'm excited as well to take this with me to Scent Explore in December to test it out in the cold weather in New York City. I think it's going to be a beautiful perfume for me to associate all of the Scent Explore 2023 memories with. I'm so excited. So make sure to sign up below if you guys are interested in meeting me. I'm going to be there. This fragrance feels immensely luxe and confident, and you definitely need to get your hands on a sample or to test it out in a store near you that carries Fragrance Du Bois. It is absolutely stunning and I think you're going to love it. So guys, that is my video for today. Leave a comment below if you have tried the new release, Voyage of Paris by Fragrance Du Bois. I would love to know your thoughts, and also please leave a comment below. What is your favorite from the house? Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.